The Ford F-150 isn't just a truck, it's a statement. It's the kind of vehicle that shows up ready to work, ready to play, and ready to handle whatever the day throws at it without asking for permission. You don't really buy an F-150 just to get from point A to point B. You get it because you want something that feels solid, dependable, and built with purpose. From the moment you step up to it, there's a presence you can't ignore. The stance is bold, the design is tough without trying too hard, and everything about it feels intentional. It's not flashy in a way that begs for attention, but it naturally gets it anyway. Whether it's parked at a job site, outside a grocery store, or rolling down the highway, it carries that unmistakable American truck identity. Open the door and climb inside, and you immediately notice how far things have come. This isn't some bare-bones work truck unless you want it to be. The interior can feel just as comfortable as a high-end SUV. There's space to stretch out, smart storage everywhere, and tech that actually makes your life easier instead of complicating it. The seats are supportive, the materials feel durable, and everything is laid out in a way that just makes sense. Start it up, and the engine responds with confidence. Whether you go for a traditional gas engine, a hybrid setup, or one of the more powerful options, the performance is there when you need it. It doesn't hesitate. Press the pedal, and you feel that smooth surge of power that reminds you this truck was built to move, not just exist. Towing a trailer, hauling equipment, or just merging onto the freeway, it handles it all without breaking a sweat. One of the things that really sets the F-150 apart is how versatile it is. You can set it up as a rugged workhorse that spends its days hauling tools and materials, or you can build it into a comfortable daily driver that takes the family on road trips. It adapts to your lifestyle instead of forcing you to adapt to it. That flexibility is a big reason why so many people keep coming back to it year after year. Out on the road, it feels surprisingly smooth for a full-size truck. The ride is controlled, the steering is responsive, and it doesn't feel as bulky as you might expect. You still get that commanding view of the road, sitting up high and seeing everything ahead of you, but without feeling disconnected. It strikes a balance between strength and comfort that's hard to match. Technology plays a huge role in the experience too. The infotainment system is easy to use, the touchscreen is responsive, and features like smartphone connectivity make it feel modern without being overwhelming. You've got driver assist features that help with safety, cameras that make parking and towing easier, and little details that show someone really thought about how people actually use their trucks. Then there's the bed, which is more than just a place to throw stuff. It's designed to be functional in real-world situations. There are built-in outlets, clever tie-down points, and enough space to handle serious loads. Whether you're carrying lumber, gear for a weekend trip, or equipment for work, it's ready to go. It's not just about size, it's about usability. The F-150 also has this reputation for durability that isn't just marketing talk. People rely on these trucks every single day, in all kinds of conditions. From construction sites to long highway drives, it's built to hold up over time. That kind of trust doesn't happen overnight. It comes from years of proving itself again and again. Fuel efficiency has improved too, especially with newer engine options and hybrid models. You can get solid power without constantly worrying about how often you need to stop at the pump. It's a practical advantage. That makes a difference, especially if you're using your truck every day. What really makes the F-150 stand out, though, is how it fits into people's lives. For some, it's a tool that helps them get their job done. For others, it's a symbol of independence and capability. And for many, it's a bit of both. It's the truck you take to work during the week and then load up for a weekend getaway without thinking twice. There's also a sense of familiarity to it. Even if you've never owned one before, it feels easy to understand. The controls are intuitive, the driving experience is predictable in a good way, and it doesn't take long to feel comfortable behind the wheel. That accessibility is part of its appeal. Customization is another big part of the story. There are so many trims, packages, and options that you can really make it your own. Whether you want something simple and tough or fully loaded with all the bells and whistles, there's a version that fits. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of truck, and that's exactly the point. When you look at the bigger picture, the F-150 represents more than just transportation. It's tied to a lifestyle that values hard work, reliability, and the freedom to go wherever you need to go. It's about having a vehicle that doesn't limit you. Instead, it opens up possibilities. You notice it in the little things too. The way it handles a rough road without rattling you around. The confidence you feel when towing something heavy. The convenience of having space for everything you need. These details add up over time and shape the overall experience. Even after a long day, it's the kind of truck you don't mind getting back into. There's a comfort in knowing it's going to perform the way you expect it to. No surprises, no unnecessary complications, just consistent capability. At the end of the day, the Ford F-150 earns its reputation by doing exactly what it promises. It shows up, it works hard, and it stays reliable. It's not about hyper trends. It's about delivering something that people can depend on, day in and day out. And that's really what makes it special. It's not trying to be everything to everyone, but somehow it comes pretty close. Whether you need strength, comfort, technology, or versatility, it brings all of it together in a way that feels natural. You don't have to overthink it. You get in, start it up, and go. That's the kind of simplicity people appreciate. In a world where things can feel overly complicated, the F-150 keeps it straightforward. It's a truck that understands its purpose and delivers on it without hesitation. That's why it continues to stand out. Not because it's trying to reinvent itself every year, but because it keeps improving while staying true to what made it great in the first place. It's built for real life, real work, and real people who expect their vehicle to keep up with them.